there is a question from somebody. Is there an order in which we have to consider which is the right sandhi to use? For example, Yand Sandhi, Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, all these orders are there. Now, this to understand, yes, there exists an order. Now, to understand this, we have to understand the Paninian Vyakarana, which is the Ashtadhyayi and the Ashtadhyayi Krama. Only if you understand Ashtadhyayi, we will be able to arrive at the order in which the Sandhi have to be used. For example, which Sandhi overrules which Sandhi and which Sandhi to use. Now, for now, at the high school level and at the beginners level, what we can do is we can understand the rules and the tables, and we can make a note saying that, for example, Pararupa Sandhi is an exception to Vriddhi Sandhi. Like that, we can make the tables and learn. That is how we have to learn at the beginners level. Unless we understand Ashtadhyayi, we will not be able to understand which Sandhi is overruling which Sandhi. Mama plus Likaraha, Mamalkaraha. These are just a hypothetical case. Mama Likaraha. The meaning, Ram Babu is asking, what is the meaning of Mamalkara? Now there were two Vyakarnas who were talking to each other. So one Vyakarana said, Mama Likarasya Ucharanam evam asti, Mamalkaraha. So I am pronouncing the Likara like this. So then it becomes Mamalkara. The another Vyakarana says, Tava Likaraha katham asti. How are you pronouncing your Likara? So like this, we have to assume some conversations between two grammarians who are conversing in Sandhi, and then assume a context, and then Mama Likara, Mamalkara, Tava Likara, Tavalkara, all these things come into picture. Regarding the Adobe Flash Player for the Sandhi product that you purchased, if Adobe is not supporting, that is Adobe support is not there. However, we can download and we can use. Adobe says it is not going to support. But if your system is supporting, please download the product, download the Adobe Flash Player and use the product. The anonymous attendee person, I would prefer anonymous attendee gives his name instead of giving anonymous attendee. So anonymous attendee is a very, very, this one, if you write yourself as anonymous attendee and ask a question, that means it is a disrespect to the teacher. Now you are asking, could you please give high school children a chance to answer preferentially before calling on adults? It depends on who is raising the hand. How do I know in Zoom who is a high school child and who is a elderly person? So we are randomly doing this. We are unable to do this. Whoever is raising the hand, we are making sure that we call at least those people who raise the hand. We don't repeat the people. So at least someday some chance will be there for the high school students. Anasuya Nagaraj. Adesha is pronounced Ekamatra or Ardhekamatra. So I didn't understand your question. You can ask your question. Balashankar Iyer, it's a good question. I have seen in Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita or some Lipi book, there are two Avagraha Chinha Bhavati. Yes, sometimes two Avagraha Chinhas are there. Avagraha Chinha does not represent Pura Rupa Sandhi. Avagraha Chinha represents Akara. If two Avagraha Chinhas are there by the side of each other, it represents Akara. It represents Akara. So you have to read as, so Mama Agachati, Mama Agachati, like that. Agachati. So two Avagraha Chinhas will be there. Now Narasimhan Mahodaya is asking, I am not able to check the practice sheets every day. I sent mails, no reply. So you can, once the practice sheets and other things are available in our course page, please go to the course page in Sanskrit from home. And if you have a doubt, you ask our support team, you call our support team, they will tell you. You can, once you register inside the portal, you should also take the course. You can register in the portal, but you have to take the course and then say, I have enrolled for the course. Once you take the course only, you can see the content inside that course page. So I would suggest Narasimhan Mahodaya to call our support when he's in front of the computer. So the support team will guide you how to see the page and how to access the materials. Is Oshadhi Aditya Varadaraj Sheshadri? Is Oshadhi a dhatu? No, Oshadhi is not a dhatu. Surya Narayana Ulimuri. Gana Ishaha. Ganeshaha. Kimartham Ganaha Ishaha Nasti. Prathama Padasya Visargaha na Lekhaniyam va. It is a very good question by Surya Narayana Mahodaya. So I would like to answer that question. Now, Gana Ishaha, again, I explained to you there are different types of Sandhi Karya that takes place. Different places where it takes place. Now, Gananam Ishaha, Ganeshaha is a Samasta Pada. It is a compound word. There is a compound word. In between, there are two words. And in the compound word, the Pratyaya of Ganaha, the word Ganaha, is removed. And then it starts to form a compound word. That is, the meaning is involved in forming the compound word. When the compound word is being formed, the Sandhi also gets formed. The word gets, when the word gets joined, the Sandhi also gets joined, and hence there is no Visarga in Gana. Ganaha Ishaha. Hence there is no Visarga. We call it as Gana Ishaha Ganeshaha. So this you will understand when you understand the samasas also. But it's a good question which has been raised. Whether the Visarga is there or not, the answer is Visarga should not be written in Gana and Ishaha. Gana, for Gana, it should not be written. For Ishaha, it has to be written. In Pura Rupa Sandhi, isn't there a lopa of Akara? Before the lopa takes place, the Pura Rupa Adesha takes place, and the Adesha is given the predominance, and that is why it is Pura Rupa Adesha. Why are we not using Avagraha Chinnam in Pararupa Sandhi? It is not that the elders have not used in Pararupa Sandhi. There are different cases of Pararupas which are existing. It is not only this Prejate and Uposhati. So in those cases we can't use, and that is why we don't use Pararupa Sandhi. Avagraha Chinna, we don't use Pararupa in Pararupa Sandhi. Kindly explain some difficult words or sentences, please. It is easier to remember experientially. For this level, whatever is possible, we are explaining. Siddharaj Mahodaya. I think you should take this class. Later, we will have separate Vargas for Sandhi, Vargas and other things. That time, we will be doing Sandhi only for 1 month. At that time, we can do difficult sentences and words. Bhavya Bhatt. Why is A plus A not taken for Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi instead of Pura Rupa Sandhi? So again, Pura Rupa Sandhi is an apavada for Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. That's a very good question. See, A plus Akara can be a Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi also, technically speaking. But it is taken as Pura Rupa Sandhi in certain cases, only for Hraswa Akara and at the end of a Pada. So what is the difference between Yanta Vanta Desha and Pura Rupa? In Pura Rupa Sandhi, it has to be a Padanta. Padante Vidyamana Ekaraha. It has to be at the end of a Pada. Whereas Ayadi Sandhi or Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi is not a Padas. It is not at the, it need not be at the end of a Pada. So hence, there is a difference between that, and Pura Rupa Sandhi is an apavada for, or it overrules Yanta Vanta Sandhi with a specific condition. That is the Padanta and Hraswa Akara. In Yanta Vanta Sandhi, there was a word achi. What is achi? Achi represents all the vowels. So in Maheshwara Sutra class, we have discussed this. Ach is a pratyahara or an abbreviation which represents all the vowels, swaras. So these are the questions. I think Purna Bhagini was asking about what? Ganeshopasanam, Gana, Isha, Upasanam. 2 sandhis are happening. Yes. Purni Bhagini, I think she is asking how many they can Gana, Isha, Upasanam. Ganeshopasanam. Yes, 2 sandhis can happen. It is 2 sounds. Sandhi can happen anywhere where there is samhita. There is no limitation of how many sandhis can happen in a word Purni Bhagini. Any number can happen. Now, with this, we have finished the chat box answers. Now, I will see if I would request all of you to put down your hands if you had raised hands for answering. Now, if you have any questions which you have to ask orally, you can raise your hands. Okay, Swaminathan. Sorry, not Swaminathan. Rohan Bharadwaj. Rohan Bharadwaj. Rohan Bharadwaj.
Yes, sir. Ram, sir.
Ram.
Sir, I have 2 questions, sir. Will you please answer?
Ask the question.
Okay, sir. Purva Rupa Sandhi Niyamaha, sir. What is it, sir? Sir, only will you please say the Niyama?
Purva Rupa Sandhi occurs when at the end of a word you should have ekara or okara. Okay. At the end of the word, you should have the ekara or okara, and you should have the akara on the right hand side. Then you will get akara on the right hand side. Then the result will be ekara or okara.
Sir, akara at the end or only at first?
First letter only. The sandhi happens between the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the second word.
Sir, another doubt I have, sir. Pararupa Sandhi Niyamaha, sir. What is the answer?
The answer is, the Niyama answer is A and O comes. Upa plus Oshati, Uposhati. The right hand side, whatever is the first letter is there, that only comes as the result. The Ejate, Prejate, Ekara only comes as the result.
Yes, sir.
Dhanyavadaha. Aditya Yan, you have a question?
Ram, sir. Sir, can you repeat the types of sandhis again?
Types of sandhis. Types of sandhi karya or types of sandhis?
Types of sandhis.
There are three types of sandhis: Swara Sandhi, Vyanjana Sandhi, and Visarga Sandhi. In Swara Sandhi, you have about 7 types, which we are studying now, which we today completed. In Vyanjana Sandhi, we have about 12 to 10 or 12 types. In Visarga Sandhi, you have about 4 or 5 types, subtypes. So the broad classification is there are 3 types of sandhis: Swara Sandhi, Vyanjana Sandhi, and Visarga Sandhi. Any other question, Aditya?
No, sir. Sir, sir, you said that we can download the PDF files. How can we download?
You go to sanskritfromhome.in, click on the banner which represents this course. You will go to the course page. In the course page, you please listen properly. In the course page, you register and you take the course. You will be able to access the materials.
Okay, thank you, sir. Dhanyawad.
Can you repeat what I told?
Sir, we have to go to the website and
which website?
We have sanskritfromhome.in.
Very good. Next, and then what you have to do?
And we have to go to that banner and we have to choose the course and we can download the PDF.
You have to click on the course, then you will, and then you have to register. If you have already registered in that portal, you click on the course and say take the course. Once you take the course, you will be able to access the materials.
Okay.
Very good. You have understood now.
Yes.
Jyotsna Bhagini.
Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah. Jyotsna Bhagini.
Ram Mahodaya. Where are the answers for practice papers?
It is there in that portal only. There will be one answer sheet, PDF sheet will be there. You can refer to that. It is there in the course page.
Okay. Thank you.
Ramakrishna Rao.
Namaste Mahodaya. So mama ekah prashnah अस्ति अवग्रह चिह्न कुत्र भवति इति कथं वयम् अवगच्छन्ति. That is, yes आकारः श्रोतारः कथम् अवगच्छन्ति तत्र अवग्रह चिह्न अस्ति वा नास्ति वा.
Avagraha Chinna is not compulsory. So, 1 minute, I'll finish. If or you ask the question fully, I will be able to answer.
So, Shrotarah katam avagachanti tatra avagraha chinha asti va nasti.
Script madhye drishtva jnatum shakyate. Script madhye Shrotarah Shrotrunam Jnanam napekshitam. Because idanim avagraha chinnasya jnanam napekshitam. Tadarthameva Panini tasya he has not told about it. Tasya kathanam Panina kimartham na kritam saha tu na likati. Panini kevam vadati. Ataha eva Paninina na uktam. Kevalam tatra asmabhihi avagantavyam iti tatra vayam vadamaha. Shrotrinam krite tatra sandhi asti tat context drishtva jnatavyam bhavati.
Mantranam katham artham avagacchamaha avagraha chinha asti va nasti va iti na avagachanti chet.
Tatra asti avagraha chinnaha asti va ityukte mantrana idanim ramo api iti padam asti iti chintayamaha ekasmin. Ramopi paramodaraha Ramopi paramodaraha tada Ramopi paramodaraha iti vayam vadamaschet tatra asmabhihi jnatum shakyate tatra contextual representation api iti padam asti api padasya akaraha asti tad Ramopi ityatra akarena api padasya Rama padasya sandhihi abhavate tena arthaha jnatum shakyate.
Dhanyavadah.
Vedanam tu padapataha ityeva asti. Tada padapate padachchedaha kriyate. Yatha tatra मूलपाठः वर्तते वेदानां तथा पदपाठः वर्तते. Namaha te Rudra, like that you can break the words in Vedas. There is a padapata separately taught to the students. In the padapata they will know the words. First is the Moola, then the padapata. They will know the words.
Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah. Seema Joshi.
Ram. Sir, in case of Suryodaya, Surya plus Udaya is there. Then that's Gandhodakaha, Gandha plus Udakaha. How to identify the in Prathama word ante akara atiya ya akara atiya? Akara.
In the first word, you are asking how to identify whether it is akara or akara.
Yeah.
Because the result is okara. From the result, how to get to know the word? You have to know Ganga is an akaranta strilinga. You have to know the nature of the word, whether it is an akaranta word or an akaranta word.
Okay.
Then only you can.
So Gandhodaka also is this.
So
Gandha.
Technically speaking, Ganga plus Udaka will give the same answer, Gangodaka. That is your question. So how to differentiate between whether Ganga is right or Ganga is right? Now,
yes,
that depends on the context and contextual. Everything in Sanskrit is based on context. Based on the context, we can decide. Ganga is a padam. Akaranta Strilinga. If you are referring to Ganga as the river Ganga, that is Akaranta.
Okay.
Udakam is water. So Ganga Udakam means the water of the Ganga.
In case of Gandhodaka, sir.
Gandhodaka. Gandha. Gandha is not there. The word Gandha does not exist. Gandha.
Oh, Gandha. Okay, sir.
So therefore Akaranta it is.
Okay. Okay. Dhanyavad.
Lata Bhagini.
Namo Namaha. I have one small doubt about writing this Avagraha Chinha in Pada. Should we put Shiro Rekha fully or leave a gap at that Avagraha and then
Leave a
write
gap.
Oh, that is not included. Okay. Okay,
Shiro
that is-
Rekha, they don't put. Even if you put, it is not wrong.
Okay.
But Shiro Rekha, we can avoid.
Okay. Okay. And just one more doubt. For 1 second. For Vriddhi Sandhi, you mentioned two rules, Vriddhi Radhaj and Vriddhi Rechi.
I didn't
Two
mention
rules.
Vriddhi Radhaj. It was written in the slide. It was an error. There is only one rule for Vriddhi Sandhi. It is Vriddhi Rechi. Vriddhi Radhaj is it defines what is Vriddhi. So Vriddhi Sandhi rule is Vriddhi Rechi only. Ram Babu.
Sir, Namo Namaha. Mama Nama Sitaraman.
Sitaraman. So
Just these email queries will be answered by email because I did not receive replies for 2 mails.
What were the two mails? Is it related to the content and the subject?
One was related to content.
Tell me, sir, what is that?
Like this, you tell Brahmana is pronounced as in the north it is pronounced Brahmana, and in the south it is pronounced as Brahmana. Or how is it in the south it is pronounced?
So as I told you, when the place of pronunciation of Hakara is Uraha, Aurasya Varna. The place of pronunciation of Makara is an Anunasika Varna, along with the that Varga. So when Aurasya Varna is comes along with an Anunasika Varna by the side, the Anunasika Varna is pronounced first according to the Pratishakya and Vedic pronunciation in South India. In North India, they pronounce it as Brahma. Okay. North India, they are right. In South India, we are right. So we stick to our pronunciation and they stick to their pronunciation. Both are right. But when we ask the Vedic scholars, if you go to the transformation of the sound, it is easier to pronounce Brahmana than Brahmana. The effort involved in pronouncing Brahmana is very high, whereas the effort in pronouncing Brahmana is lower, and that is why Brahmana is the preferred pronunciation for the word Brahmana. That is, when Anunasika Varna is followed by the or comes in contact with the Hakara, Hakara is the Aurasya Varna. Hakara Ma, Hakara Na, Vanhihi. There also the Nakara and Makara, the Anunasika letters are pronounced first.
But the hard sound also comes. One hihi.
Yes, it comes, but it comes later. One hihi.
One more doubt. When you this Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, when you read the text, you stress on that. But in the normal conversations, also do you stress those Mahapranas?
We have to stress and we have to use Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, Hrasva, Dirgha in all conversations and in all the pronunciation. Without that, the meaning may get altered and it can become dangerous also. So we should never, for example, let me tell you, Palam, Aham Palam Kadami. If you tell, what is the meaning of Palam? Palam means Mamsam. You are in, today is Ekadashi and you want to eat fruits. Aham Palam Kadami. Instead of that, you tell Palam Kadami. when you are telling the sentence, it becomes a disaster. Somebody who knows the meaning of phalam and palam. So you have to pronounce the Mahapranas and Alpa Pranas as it is. And that is that way of pronunciation, that reading skill, that pronunciation skills, we have to learn and then only pronounce the sentences, even in normal conversational Sanskrit. If it is not pronounced, that person is performing an error.
Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada. Radhika Raghavan.
Namaste Mahodaya. Bhavan Uktavahan Purvarupam and Vridhihi differences Padante Evo Bhavati iti. Shruyate va?
Shruyate.
Vridhihi Padante Evo na Bhavati chet katam Vridhihi Padante kim kaha swaraha bhavati?
I didn't understand your question.
Purvarupam and Vridhihi, you said Padante
Purva Rupa Sandhi is an apavada for Yanta Vanta Desha Sandhi. Okay. Purva Rupa, what should be there? Padante Evo should be there. Yes, that's what I told. Okay.
But Vridhihi Padante Evo na bhavati chet katam avagachaniyam.
So what is a padam? So you are seeing lot of words here which may not be fully a pada. Okay. In the sense, pada means it should have a prakriti and a pratyaya. Fully formed word. That is a pada. Suptingantam padam. It should be a full formed word. Sometimes a full formed word will not be involved in a sandhi. In Vriddhi Sandhi, you don't require a full formed word for the sandhi to happen. Whereas in Purva Rupa Sandhi, you require the full formed word. That is the meaning of Padante.
Okay, my God. Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada. I think last question. Ravi Shankar Mahodaya.
Namaste Mahodaya. Ram. See, sometimes you are using varna, avarna, etc. Sometimes you are using akaraha. How do I differentiate? Are there any differences?
No difference. Varna and kara are same. Varnat kara. There is a sutra called. So both are same. Akara, avarna, both are same.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mahodaya. Ram.
Kishore Acharya.
मम एक प्रश्न मम प्रश्न श्रूयते वा?
श्रूयते.
मम प्रश्न उच्चारण विषय मम एक विक्षेप अस्मि. देवपदस्य गुणिताक्षराणि द ए ब अ उच्चारण समये देवा अहं श्रूयामि, देवः परिवर्ते देवा श्रूयामि. किमर्थम्?
देवः इति प्रथमा विभक्तेः रूपम्. देव इति तद् प्रत्ययं विना भवितुमर्हति. यदि देव इति संबोधन प्रथमा विभक्ति अपि भवति, हे देव, तत्र विसर्गः नास्ति, तर्हि देव इत्यपि साधु एव, पदमेव.
Okay, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the last word in the Gunitaksharani is an a, not a. But during pronunciation, it is becoming deva.
Deva, dirgha should not be told. Deva.
Not deva. Yeah. Why not deva? Deva.
Deva only. It is Hrasva Akara, one matra kala for pronunciation.
Yeah.
If somebody is pronouncing Deva, it is wrong. It is incorrect.
Like in your Devalaya example, you are saying Deva Alaya, Deva Alaya, Devalaya.
Deva, I am saying Deva Alaya.
Yeah.
Deva is Akara only, Hrasva Akara only. It is not Deva Alaya.
No.
I am taking two matras. If I am taking two matras, I am also wrong.
So it would be Deva Alaya or Deva Alaya. Deva.
You are also not pronouncing correctly. Deva Alaya. So you are pronouncing both as Hrasva only. Like that. So Deva is Hrasva Akara, one matra for pronunciation. Alaya is A Dirgha, two matras for pronunciation.
Yes. because it's a dirgha,
Ah,
dirgha swara.
right. That
So
is how we have to pronounce it.
But we are
If
still,
I have pronounced it, I am wrong.
because it is like Gana, we say Gana. Why do we say Gana instead of Gana? Gana.
See, in North India, they pronounce it as Gun. Hindi in Gun they will pronounce. That Gun is only N. It is not full akara. You are not opening the akara. Gana, Gana, Isha, Gana, Isha. Difference is there.
That's right.
There is difference. In North India, if they are pronouncing Gan Isha, or anybody who is familiar with Hindi, if they are pronouncing Gan Isha, it is not correct. Gana Isha.
Okay, I understand.
Dhanyavada. I think we have finished with the questions. If any question is remaining, please send it by mail. Dhanyavada. Sarvebhyaha Ram Ram Ram.